People would say, please keep me in jail until you have an opening in your program. If you let me out, I will. You know people are needing help when they tell you, I want to stay in the Knox County Jail until an opening comes in your program. So we ran this program where Alkermes gave us the shots. The shots are very expensive, but for this trial, they gave them to us, donated them, so we didn't pay for the shots. We ran 30 people through this program where we would pick the right person, nonviolent, give them a shot, then we would partner with Helen Ross McNabb. Helen Ross McNabb did the treatment piece. Because if you were an addict and you were addicted, you can't just take a shot and get over it. You have to take a shot that takes all of the highs away and all of the cravings, so you have a clear mind. Then we would get you treatment at Helen Ross McNabb, both group and individual therapy, for 18 months. You can't find a treatment program that's 18 months long with medically assisted treatment almost anywhere. That is a great program. But we put it together. The treatment piece didn't cost any taxpayer dollars either, because we went to Trinity Foundation and got a grant for the treatment piece. So Helen Ross McNabb did treatment for 18 months. We gave shots for 18 months, and we ran 30 people through this program. The goal for me, I'm not a treatment specialist. I went to law school. I didn't go to med school. I don't know diddly about treating people. I was trying to reduce the crime rate. I'm trying to stop people from recidivism. I'm trying to get them to turn away from a life of crime to keep folks safer. So at the end of our Vivitrol program, these are the results that we had. After we run those folks through, we noticed these things. First of all, the people in our program, 87% of them had 4 or more scores, an ACEs score. Let me tell you what ACEs is. Does anybody ever heard of ACEs?
Yes, Amacasa, I know what ACEs is.
We have some ACEs people back here.
Yep.
ACEs stands for Adverse Childhood Experience.
Yes.
Okay? We're learning that more and more people in the criminal justice system are there because they had adverse childhood experiences that really marked them for life. Everybody can take the test to see where you score on the test. It scores things like, were you sexually abused as a child? Were you physically abused as a child? Did you have a parent that was an alcoholic? Were your parents divorced? Those type of things. And you get an ACEs score, 1 score for everything that happened. Were you raised by a single parent? Those type of things. And if you score high on that ACEs, you're more likely to be involved in our criminal justice system. You're also, 87% of them ended up in our Vivitrol program. 87% of the people in our program had 4 or more ACEs, meaning 4 or more adverse childhood experiences that were traumatic. But that's kind of who our population was. Of our 30, 73% became gainfully employed, none of which were gainfully employed when we picked them. So 73% became gainfully employed. During the program, we looked at recidivism. During that 18-month period, and right after that, the post period, to get everybody to 18 months, these 30 people picked up 20 charges or crimes during that time. Okay? So we would have people that would relapse and go back out and get charged with drug paraphernalia, or go back out and be charged with simple possession, okay? But those people that we ran through that during our whole program picked up 20 crimes, the year before those same 30 came in, those 30 people had committed 72 crimes. And in the 5-year period before they came in, those 30 people had committed 341 crimes between the 30 of them. So we went from 341 crimes to 72 down to 20. So recidivism-wise, it helped. It helped. It significantly lowered the number of crimes that these people were committing. 67% of the people that we ran through did obtain sobriety, and as far as we know right now, are maintaining sobriety. So that's 67%. So that's huge in the addiction world. So that's something we did on one end of the drug scale. On the other end of the drug scale, we started an overdose death task force, where now when there's an overdose death in Knox County, our homicide detectives respond. We treat that as a crime scene. Before this, we really didn't. We just counted it as an overdose. Now we respond and we investigate it as a homicide. We have successfully prosecuted some of these cases as second-degree murders, where we go up the chain and try to find the drug dealers that are actually supplying the drugs that people maybe a cell or 2 or 3 cells down the road are dying from. We're actually charging second-degree murder on drug dealers that are peddling this junk into our community.